Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits. All right, so Angel Reese says this. Rob, if you want to play this clip. You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just go, give this feedback. Give this feedback here. Go for it.
The ones coming this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
No, they are.
Who's that?
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
We're sitting out.
Is that Shaq's 24 shoes in the back? That's Shaq's
That
shoes
might
right
be.
when he came out.
Yeah, I think
those are
so.
Shaq's shoes in the back. So let me read this to you. So they're upset. They want to get paid. Possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills. Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season. She quipped, hating pays them bills, baby, noting I can't read this. Tom's better. Brand deals, not basketball, sustain her, especially since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023. Adam, thoughts?
WNBA and what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have done it. Here's a quick list for you, PBD. I put this together. Biggest sports strikes in history. 1994, the MLB strike. It was the first time that the World Series was canceled.
I remember.
You remember that? In 1998, the NBA went on strike. They canceled the All-Star game for the first time.
No one
The
noticed.
NFL has gone on strike multiple times. 1982, 1987, 2011. You might recall the replacement players. This is when they, I think, based the movie around it, called the replacement players. And then the worst was in 2004, the NHL canceled the entire season.
What?
The entire season. You went without noticing it, Vinny. 2004. You were in the Army or
cared, I
the
would've been so
Air
mad.
Force. But here's the catch. Angel Reese, who allegedly has a $200 million revenue for the WNBA. According to my sources, it's actually closer to 150. But what's $50 million? I'll tell you what $50 million is. It's how much money the WNBA lost last year. And that's a little bit better than the year before when they only lost $40 million this past season. So here's the catch when you're going to go on strike. In 1994, MLB, NBA, NFL, what's the number one revenue sport in America? What do you think it is? The NFL. How much do you think they make? $17 billion. The NBA, a little over $11 billion. The MLB, also $11 billion. The NHL, $7 billion with a B. You guys are a alleged $150 to $200 million company. You're operating at a loss every single year. You've never made money. It's called a zombie company. You're subsidized by the NBA. There's a viral clip of Draymond Green basically lecturing one of the greatest players in NBA history, WNBA history. I think it's Lisa Leslie.
Lisa Leslie of the
While you're
Sparks.
pulling that up, see if you can pull this up. Quick trivia question for you, Vinny. Real quick, rapid fire.
Go.
WNBA stats. Here we go. You're a sports guy. How many teams are in the WNBA?
9?
No, 13. How many games do they play?
80?
40.
Damn it.
Who won the championship this year and who played in the finals?
The Florida Magics.
Nope, the New York Liberty beat the Minnesota Lynx.
Who?
Exactly. Who was the MVP? She was unanimous. She got all the votes.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Yes.
Yes.
Aja Wilson.
Oh.
You just failed the test,
I'm
buddy.
sorry.
WNBA is coming for you. Here's a clip of Lisa Leslie saying that the WNBA should get paid more.
Oh, no.
Go ahead. And then Draymond Green claps back. Play the beginning of it if you don't mind.
I do feel ourselves to the NBA, but I do feel like the pay gap
would be something that, we could just take a donation around the NBA maybe. Maybe one night y'all don't go to the casinos.
I have something on
Okay.
this, though, because it pisses me off. It pisses me off because I don't think there's anyone in America that supports the WNBA more than NBA players.
100%.
The NBA players support the WNBA like
The most.
more than we probably support the fucking NBA.
Wow.
Whoa.
So listen, you see how quickly she reversed and went to 100%? Oh, quickly. By the way, LeBron was sitting that. He's the person that asked the question how it should change. I'll say one last point. Ladies who are making $74,000 a year.
For playing 40 games.
Playing 40 games. Somebody called it ROI on your investment. You chose this profession. You know how much you make in the WNBA. If you go to college, you're going to become a major, look at the ROI on the major. If you go to trade school, look at the ROI on that. Whatever your career you choose, you should probably look at what the career earnings are of going into that field. What I'll also say is this, every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping your league afloat. Without her, ain't nobody care about
Okay,
the
let me show you
WNBA.
this. I got it. So, Rob, go to ChatGPT and play type the following thing. How much did the WNBA lose in 2024? If you can type that up. How much did the
40
WNBA
million bucks.
So
40?
Lose in 2024. They lost 40 million. Year before was 50 million. So
Yeah.
it's some progress that they're making.
Yeah.
From the 40-50.
Progress,
Now,
guys.
watch this here. To address the financial situation, I ask, the WNBA is, Rob, if you go up and ask the other question as well. Ask, is it true that the WNBA makes money when they don't play? Is it true that the WNBA makes money when they don't play? Ask that question.
What does that mean?
Yes, in a way, the WNBA has historically lost money and receives financial support from the NBA, which means that the WNBA games are not played. The league can actually save money by avoiding operating costs. Did you guys understand what happened right there?
Oh, yeah.
So WNBA makes money when so if they go on a strike, the NBA is like, awesome. Okay, however, let me give you some data. Here's the only thing that you got to look at. WNBA has lost money every single year since 1997. According to the reports, the WNBA has operated an annual loss of $10 to $12 million. NBA has owned half of the WNBA financial support. NBA players pay for their salaries, by the way. If the WNBA has broadcasting and sponsorship agreements that often pays out regardless of how many games are played, if the league cuts costs while the 2026 go a little bit lower, Rob, if the NBA runs on, bottom line is that WNBA doesn't make any money. Go back to the other question that we asked all the way at the top. There's a number that came up, which is their argument, which you have to kind of defend the argument that they're making. WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games, okay? You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance in a year? 48%. That's massive for them. So that's the argument they're making. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
Then, and when it comes down to merch from 23 to 24, they're up 601%. Then when it comes down to being broadcasted on ESPN, they average 1.2 million viewers per game, 170% increase. So the viewership is higher, and they're asking for the money. And if the contract on the back end, the revenue, NBA gets 50+% to players, they do 9.3. There's an argument for it to be played, but you're right. If Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom, any thoughts on this?
This is a business issue, and no one's going to like what I say, but there are hard-working women in the WNBA that are the stateswomen for their team. They're the lead player for their team, the face of the team, and they're out there doing it. But guess what? You know what the reality is? Until the team makes a profit. And by the way, everything you talked about last year is tremendous progress, and it puts them closer to making a profit. Because as soon as they're profitable, they can go on strike, and they can go from 9% of the revenue to 12% of the revenue to 15% of the revenue to 20% of the revenue. But if there's no revenue, you can't get percent of nothing. If they go on strike right now and forced I was reading, even a 15% contract, 2 of the teams will absolutely fail. Because there are owners that own the other half of that, right? There's owners that own half of those teams. The NBA owns the other half. There are 2 teams that basically the owners are like, okay, I got 2 sevens and a jack. I'm out. I'm out of this hand. Because he can't do that. And what they need And by the way, maybe they should play hard, but not flagrant foul. Caitlin Clark, can be, the face of the league. They may not like it's the face of the league. There may be professional jealousies among players, but maybe at face of the league can help things go and get merch, people in seats, and a better TV contract. They're getting a TV contract improvement for the 26th season next year. And so the minute they are a profitable league, the players should do what baseball players and everybody else have done, is saying, sorry, owners, you're making an awful lot of profit there. I think you should move us from 33 to 40% of total revenue. And that's the way it's worked in other leagues. But step one, there's got to be profit to cake.
Tom, quick business question for you. So forget about the WNBA.
I want to move on in 30 seconds from this.
I got it. Here we go. Tom, they haven't made money in 30 years. They're about to have their 30-year anniversary. In general, how long can a business, whether it's a shoe shop, whether it's a pizza shop, whether it's a plumbing store, any business, how long can a business operate at a loss before it folds?
Small businesses that don't make a profit will not see their third anniversary. That's a stat. You can go to the Small Business Administration.
Third anniversary.
You will never see your third anniversary.
There's a big difference, though. Here's how you got to look at it. There's some businesses, like if I was the NBA, and the NBA was the face of what? BLM, DEI, ESG, all the bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. That the NBA was a face of. You know how the NBA views the WNBA? It's marketing dollars. They're losing money every year, but they're gaining votes. That's how they view it. They're viewing it as that.
Yeah.
They're not looking at it as a profitable channel that they have. It's just purely marketing dollars to seem noble and do what they do.
So what will a strike actually accomplish if it's just a marketing fee anyway?
We will see. By the way, I have to tell you, Caitlin Clark, minus what comments she made last year, I have no interest watching her now after the comments that she made. Zero interest in watching her. She was actually exciting.
She got white guilt,
She was
Pat.
actually exciting to watch,
just
and I'm out.
apologize.
And honestly, I was one that was defending her. I'm like, you know what? You want to make a comment like that? Another person that's out, I have no interest in watching any of it. She was the one that was going to get an audience like me to sit there and watch a game with a daughter of mine. I got two of them. After that comment was made, I'm out. We announced the Yeti collaboration with all of these. Like this. Gone. Okay? And by the way, a bunch of guys are posting them. Ladies, this was the ladies number one. You guys wouldn't even wait on this one here. This didn't stand a chance. And I have the red one, which is the one I use. Reason why I'm not wearing a jacket, because I'm famous for spilling protein drinks on my jacket. And by the way, literally what I'm telling you is, this isn't the first time. A couple of weeks ago, I spilled the whole thing, and I'm driving. I'm like, this place smells like a protein drink. So, wow, this thing's very strong. I look to my right, the entire protein drink on the entire car. We had to take it professional. They had to suck the protein drink out of the seat in the Porsche 911. They're like, this is... Anyways, the guy made some money that day.
Just thank God it wasn't onions, Pat.
But well, at least it smells good. Anyways, these went. And we have a lot of new surprises coming up for a lot of you. But I will tell you guys, parents, if you have kids that are 12 and up, including yourself, if you have not yet ordered the Academy, go order it. You will see why, okay? There's a lot of people that are not happy about this book. There's a lady that made a video about this, about the Academy online, pissed off. How could you say stuff like this in the book? Because there's a scene in the book that Margaret Thatcher is debating Karl Marx. If you haven't yet ordered it for yourself and your kids and you've not read it, go ahead and order the book. Anybody that places the order today, Rob, if I'm not mistaken, signed copy of this, they get 4 bookmarks of the Academy that'll be put in there with you as well for anyone that orders a book, especially the fact that this is what do they call this month, Rob? March is
National Reading Month.
National Reading Month. Catch up on the books. Place the order for Academy for yourself and your kids above the age of 12, which is what I did with my kids. My Dylan also read it. You'll get 4 custom bookmarks being sent your way. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.